FWEE! Please save my ass. It's almost cartoonish. I forgot that this camera is a wide angle lens, so now you guys are literally inside my ring light. I low-key don't mind this kind of framing if it's giving like, it's giving. Anyways, we're gonna do the setting, okay? We're doing FWEE today. If FWEE is something you're interested in, stay right here. FWEE! I kind of like this setup because I feel like lipstick rookie, right? Everything's a hot mess here. I hope you guys don't mind this. Let's hope it's not too distracting. Welcome back to Lipstick Rookie. Please don't unsubscribe. I'm trying here, okay? I'm really trying. I just want to check my skin. Look at that skin texture. What? Okay. Wow. See, this is why you should not trust every single influencer on the internet, because all you gotta do to achieve this kind of glass skin, glassy look is to have a ring light, perfect lighting, perfect color temperature, and then the angle, and that's it. I literally just have a moisturizer on, a moisturizer, sunscreen, and that's it. But look at this. You see the shine here? I know a lot of TikTokers, influencers are doing this. This is how they achieve it. It's a ring light, and that's it. $24 of a ring light? Don't be fooled, guys. FWEE! I am finally reviewing FWEE, the K-beauty queen at the moment. This is the most talked about K-beauty brand, I want to say, in the last 2 years. Makeup brand that's owned by the company that also owns Numbuzin, Flaskin. I believe the company is called Be Now Korea. So this video is dedicated to FWEE products. I have a bunch of products from them. Some I got from different companies like Style Korean, YesStyle I think. Some I bought myself. And then I also went to their New York City opening and I got, I believe, one FWEE pudding pot, one jelly pot, and I think that's it. Anyways, we're gonna be talking about their pudding pots, jelly pots, all these viral products from FWEE. FWEE! Hi, hello, wonyoung, Ray입니다. 반갑습니다. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome, welcome. I'm Ray, and if you don't know who I am, that's okay, because you can find out more about me here on all social media platforms. My skin type is oily, sensitive, reactive, dehydrated, and sometimes, depending on the season, it can also be combination. You might think, Ray, why are you telling us this if this is a makeup video? Well, when it comes to makeup, especially K-beauty, skincare is so important, and I feel like sharing and disclosing my skin type would help you understand why these products may work or may not work on my skin, depending on whether or not we have the same skin type. For those of you who don't know, Lipstick Rookie is a spin-off series on this channel where instead of skincare, I dip my big toes into the world of K-beauty cosmetics and makeup. Specifically how makeup can work for men on a daily basis. If this is something you're interested in, please smash the like button. Today we are focusing on the brand FWEE. I love saying the name FWEE. FWEE, 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 FWEE. K-beauty has always been very fun for me in terms of product packaging, concepts, the way they market their products. It's a whole ecosystem out there, from skincare to cosmetics to makeup to everything in between. I love it. I love it all. But I think that FWEE took K-beauty to a whole new level of fun in Korean makeup. From packaging to social media dominance, you can't really escape the presence of FWEE. FWEE first became internet viral when people noticed the mousse-like texture of their pudding pots. Paired with the squishy silicone stylus, this brand launched into beauty stardom. Then, riding the Korean trend of keychains, FWEE capitalized on the opportunity to launch their own unique keychains that ultimately put the brand on everyone's social media feed. And to that, I say kudos to their marketing team. FWEE marketing team, 잘했어요! In my opinion, FWEE made K-beauty even more fun than it already is. And I feel like that's a really hard thing to do. I mean, think about K-beauty, right? It's already really fun. It's been fun. But FWEE somehow made it even more fun, and I feel like that's a really hard feat. But for today's video, I want to take a look at the function of these products beyond their marketing. My goal today is to review all these FWEE pudding pots, and there's one jelly pot in here for you, just so you know exactly what to expect if you were to go shopping and spending all your hard-earned money on these products. With that being said, let's go! 우리 가자! Now that we're entering the rest of this video where I try these products on for you, I'm gonna have to zoom in a little bit more and also change the brightness setting on the camera because I want to show you guys actual texture, because if I don't, you see this? Blown out, you can't see nothing here, okay? Give me a second, be right back. Okay, so there are about 35 colors and shades total in terms of the pudding pots. These are the pudding pots. They are more like mousse than they are pudding. Not sure why they decided to go with pudding. I guess like to roll off the tongue a little bit more, but the texture is a bit more moussey. And I'm sure most of you already know about the pudding pot because it is internet viral, social media sensation right now. Honestly, I might be the last one to ever try these pudding pots. So welcome to Lipstick Rookie, where you do not get the first scoop on everything that's makeup related. For those of you who don't know, like me, the pudding pot is a lip and cheek product as well as a jelly pot. Basically any pot that FWEE comes out with is a lip and cheek product. We are gonna start with my sister's favorite shade, MV3 Baddie. I kept them all in the original packaging just to show you guys. If it weren't for this video, I probably would have thrown it out already, like the box. This is the shade. I have my finger-like silicone brush ready. I also have this cleansing water, which I really like. This is by Hia. It's the mild but deep cleansing water. This one, really good cleansing water, super gentle, and it takes off everything like with one swipe. This is what it looks like. Like I said earlier, so all the pudding pots have a very moussey texture. Very moussey texture. It's a little bit bouncy, as you can see. Apply it on the fingertip silicone brush just like this, and then you just put it on your face. The difference between the pudding pot and the jelly pot is that the jelly pot gives you more of a dewy, almost like a wet kind of look. The pudding pot gives you more of a matte and powdery kind of look. So for someone who wants to use the pudding pot, but you're like, I do want that almost like a wet look kind of feel, you can, number one, try the jelly pot instead. Number two, you can still use a pudding pot, but I would say go over your, I guess, finish with some kind of like spray or just some kind of like balm or sealants just to kind of lock things in place. Otherwise, these products will move around on your face, on your mask if you're wearing a mask outdoors, any kind of like clothing even. I'm a baddie, but baddie, pretty little risky baddie. Just gonna get some more because I feel like that's not enough. From my experience, a little goes a long way with the pudding pot. Ah, love it. The silicone brush really is a game changer. It's super gentle on your lips. I love how this gives me a very subtle kind of tint and color. It's not very dramatic. It gives you that fuller lip kind of look without having to outline your lip or lip injections. Like, it just gives you a very like plumping appearance. I don't want to say plumping effect because this is not an effect. This one is an appearance, okay? Let's try this on the cheeks like they said you could. Oh my gosh, look at my glass skin. Just kidding, it's not glass skin, it's just a ring light. So I'm gonna place it around this area just to kind of like highlight all of this. Blend it in. Gives you like this flushed kind of look. I'm gonna do on this side as well. I only did 2 dabs of the pudding pot and then I'm just already blending it, and it is really easy to blend. Oh, by the way, I have no makeup base on at all. This is just my natural skin. I want to know how this actually works on natural skin with no makeup on, because not everyone's gonna do like a full beat on a daily basis, right? So I feel like this one on the cheek is still pretty toned down. I wouldn't really consider this to be very dramatic at all. The lips, once it starts to set, it does appear to be a little bit more dramatic, but I feel like this one is more suitable for my kind of skin tone. I think that's the reason why my sister likes this color so much, because we have a very similar undertone and it's like olive and warm. We're considered neutral, but it's like olive warm. Like, we're leaning towards olive warm, but we're still considered neutral. I love the lip color. It's a really nice like everyday kind of look, you know, everyday kind of shade, looking like I'm healthy, I'm eating my vegetables, you know. Let me see if I can actually do under eye kind of like blush kind of look. Flush kind of look. A little drunkenness, okay. Very subdued. I really like it. I like it. What do you guys think? On to the next one. 가자. I want to show you guys at least a bit of the cleansing water. This isn't my first cleansing water ever, but it is honestly becoming my favorite one in a very short period of time. I'm just gonna clean brush a little bit. See, everything comes right off. Instantly. There's no color on this anymore. Need some more. Oh, I just took away my brows. It's okay. 괜찮아. Came right off. This cleansing water is a game changer. I don't know which cleansing water FWEE uses at their New York City store, like their actual brick and mortar store, but that one's also really good. I have tissues on my face, don't I? Maybe I should use something else. I don't know how beauty gurus do it. Edward Avila, please save my ass. On to the next one, the MV05 Boss. This one is much darker. I'm almost kind of scared. I only tried this on my forearm in the past just to kind of test it out and do the swatches. Never tried it on my actual lips and cheek, and I'm kind of worried. Ooh, I think I took too much. Ooh, definitely more pigmented than the other one. It's giving like Azuma, like definitely way too dark. Too pigmented, too dark. It's almost cartoonish. Lips definitely isn't gonna work for my undertone. Let's try on the cheek. Oh, this is way too strong. This one is not as forgiving. This one is really like, it almost looks very heavy-handed if you are someone who doesn't really know how to apply makeup like me. This one, wait, hold on. Once it's blended out, it's kind of okay. Is it not? Is it not? Huh. Trust the process. Oh, this one definitely gives you more of like that drunken look, if you will. Ooh, I almost have to change my batteries. It's almost dying. You know what? This isn't working for me, but this one, definitely more prominent than Baddie. I still prefer Baddie more over Boss because Baddie is more forgiving. It's more flexible in terms of the color pigmentation. This one it's more prominent on the cheek area, but with the lips, this one is just not working for me. So Boss, I would have to give it away to someone else. I vote no. ND3 Without. And this one is from their nude collection. This one is a lot more subdued, even more subdued than Baddie, I would say, like 100% more. Because it's on the nude side, I fear that this might not work really well for people with deeper, darker skin tones. Because again, nude in beauty has always been catered to like lighter, pale, fair skin tone, which makes no sense because it's like, not everybody nude is this kind of color, you know? Let's go right in. Oh, this is, wait, I'm a bit confused right now. This one is kind of giving nothing. Ooh, okay, it's very ashy. Yeah, no. I mean, it looks like there's nothing on my lips, but I feel like it's passable for a very everyday look for me, someone like me. But I feel like this will look very ashy on deeper, darker skin tone. This formula also feels a lot more powdery compared to the other two, like Baddie and Boss. So I wonder if each collection has a different, I'm sure they do, right? Different formulation in terms of the pigmentation, but also level of the powderiness. The nude collection definitely has more of a powdery feeling compared to the mauve collection. Let's apply this on the cheek. Oh, this is, yeah, it's giving nothing on my skin tone. It's nothing's going on. This, I mean, it kind of works for me. You know, no, I take it all back. I think this will work for me on a daily basis. Like in terms of wanting that healthier, flushed look, right? This one can work for someone like me, like on a daily basis. But if you want something that's a bit more pigmented, a bit more dramatic, this is not gonna give you anything, okay? I will say this one works better on my skin tone than it does on my lips. I feel like my lips is just kind of like, not much is going on. But on my cheek, like this area, come through, let's go. I mean, if I get this close, you're not gonna see nothing, right? I think it's okay. I would say this is definitely better than Boss. Not as good as Baddie. Baddie, more dramatic, more playable, flexible. Without is just straight up like very quaint. It's giving very bare minimum. It's getting you by. It makes you look like you slept a little bit, and that's kind of it. In terms of the lip though, it just, I mean, it does look like my regular lip color, not gonna lie. So I can't really complain, right? I think it's all right. I think this is a pretty solid, easy go-to color, go-to shade for like the average daily guy, right? If you are male presenting, this one I feel like is a safe colorway. Let's say you want to go on a date, right? You want to look a little bit more put together and not so much like a hot mess like me every single day, right? This one, slap it on, out the door, very quick, very easy. I like it. The next color is PK01 Baby. This one is from their pink line, which is more of like that girly, like cotton candy girly color. So if that's you and you're a cool tone girly, this one might be for you. We'll find out. I don't have a cool undertone, so I might not be able to speak on your behalf, but I'll try it on and then you can see. I don't know if this is how it works. I don't really know. Ooh, this one is definitely more of like a coral kind of color. Do I want to say coral? I don't. It's like a rosy coral color. It's so satisfying. Oh, wait, hold on. This one? Yeah, no. Like if you thought that Without was too ashy, this one is even more ashy. There's a lot more whites in this pigmentation, like the formulation of the pigment. A lot more white, a lot more ashy, a lot more powdery. Not really liking this right now. Try it on the cheeks. It's not really showing up as much as I thought it would, but color is there. Color is there. Doable. Very subtle as well. It's a bit more pigmented than Without. I still prefer Without a little bit more as a daily look. This one might be a bit more obvious that you have something on. If you are someone who doesn't want to look too obvious that you have makeup on, this one might still be a little bit too dramatic for you. I will stick with Without. Without is more of a neutral, like right in the middle kind of color. Mauve, I would say, is also very neutral. Mauve is like, you have some warm in there, but you also have a lot of cool in there. I'm gonna put a little bit more on the lip, just to see how buildable this cool undertone can be. Okay, wait, hold on. Now that I put more on my lips, it kind of took away some of the ashiness. What do you guys think? Huh? 괜찮아요? 어때? I feel like this one might not be for my undertone. I feel like this one is definitely, as you can see, it pops a little bit more. If you are a cool tone girly, this one might be better for you. I will definitely stick to my mauve and even like my nudes when it comes to the pudding pot collection. So for me, this one is a no, unfortunately, but like I said, if you are a cool tone girly, you might find this one to be much better suited for you. Moving on to the last pudding pot that I personally have, and this is the RS03 Faded. This is one of the best sellers from FWEE. But when I say rosy, I'm not sure if they mean rosy in terms of like a very cool color rose or a warmer tone kind of rose. Oh, you see this cap? This one is giving warm already, so the actual color here is a bit darker than I expected. We'll trust the process. Wait, where's the color? It's not as obvious as I thought it would be. The color's not really showing up too strongly, which is a good thing. Oh, okay, on the cheek is definitely more prominent. A lot of residue. I'm just gonna smear it. Don't want to waste any product. Okay, let's just blend this one in. The rosy collection definitely feels a bit more, it pops a lot more. You see like this little flushed kind of look. Yeah, it looks like I definitely have some kind of like sunburnt kind of look over here, which I do like. This one's a nice summer color for me. Ooh, wait, hold on. I feel like the lip color is becoming a little bit more stronger than when I first applied it. So it does take a bit of time to settle, I guess. And I like this. I like this. I feel like this might be my second favorite. In terms of wanting to be a little bit more dramatic, this one might be my second favorite after Baddie. Without seems to be like my best everyday kind of color, but if I'm going on a date, if I'm going somewhere, if I'm going on a trip, I want to look like I can be photographable. This one and Baddie might be like my top two contenders. Without would just kind of be like my everyday go to work kind of look if I wanted to do that in the morning. But yeah, this one I like. It's more natural on me than I thought it would be initially. So really like this. No wonder why this one is a top seller. I like it. I like it. Good job, FWEE. Moving on to the next product, and it is the last product we have here today. It is a glowy jelly pot, and again, this is similar to the pudding pot, except this one is a more dewy finish formula. If you guys have watched my FWEE pop-up truck vlog, you guys will know that I actually met the global marketing manager, Sarang, and she showed me this product before it actually launched in the US. At the time, this was only, I believe, launched in Korea, and they needed to get their paperwork done before they can actually sell this in the US and outside of Korea. But we finally got this, and I think that was back in October, so it's been almost like, what, 7 months? Can't do math right now. Because this is a newer product, they only have 19 shades at the moment of me making this video. I got to try this one in the store, and that's why I picked this colorway. I'm buying sneakers right now. That's why I chose this shade slash color. This is the JS03 Couverture, and I realized a lot of the colors I have here in my collection are the third color of the collection, which makes me wonder, it can't be a coincidence, right? But this is Couverture, and I really like this. When I tried this in the store, this one kind of stood out to me as like the only color that I liked. The jelly pot has a almost like transparent kind of packaging compared to the blurry pot. And I think aesthetically it's like a little pebble. I love it. This is so interesting because it's not entirely liquid, but it's also not 100% solid. It's just amazing, fascinating. Oh, let me zoom in a little bit. Oh, so satisfying. That's how much you get from a few little dabs. Ooh, this one smells like cherries. Cherries and cotton candy, ooh. So right from the start, I noticed that the jelly pot is a lot more moist for sure. The way it leaves this tip and goes on my lips, it's much quicker, but I feel like you need more products than you normally would when it comes to the pudding pot. The pudding pot a little goes a long way. This one, you need to apply almost like a little bit more just to get enough on your skin, on your lips. So that's the one thing I would kind of like hope that FWEE would make a change to. Let's see how it applies on my cheeks. Wait, trust the process, right? Trust the process. Do not react so quickly. Oh, it's so sticky. I don't like it. I don't like how sticky it is. So, you know, if you want a dewy look, this one though, like, hello. You see why I chose this color? This is why I chose this color. Look how natural of a flush I have compared to the blurry pudding pot. This one, I think because it blends so nicely with like my naturally oily skin. Like, okay, like, hello. Also, I like how the color sets. Like, once it dries out a little bit, it still looks a bit wet, right? But the color starts to heat up and then it changes into this even more dramatic of a color. Not super dramatic, but it's a bit more dramatic than when I first applied it on, right? All right, so this is how it sets after about like 3 minutes. It is a bit sticky, so just be mindful of that. But if you are someone who knows makeup really well and you know how to like navigate avoiding very sticky finishes, this is for you. I mean, you can figure it out, right? Someone like me who isn't exactly too advanced in level when it comes to cosmetics and makeup, I might not be able to wear this every single day without feeling frustrated by how sticky it feels. It's sticky, you feel it on your skin as you're talking. The pudding pots, I didn't really get any of that. That one's a bit more cushiony, softer, airy, feathery on my skin. This one is like, I feel it. Okay, I feel it. But the color though, I really like this color. The color is a bit more adaptive on like the skin. I feel like this one is more of a skin care kind of product than the pudding pot. The pudding pot definitely is straight up like, oh, this is just makeup. It's makeup. This one is a bit more like nourishing, okay? It provides a bit more nourishment to my skin, whether it's my lips or my cheeks. Because right now, look at how dewy it is, okay? Super dewy. What's over here? Has that been here this whole time? You know what? It is pretty itchy. I think it's my hair. My hair touched it. I really like this color. The finish is not my kind of jam. Imagine that's the next thing that FWEE puts out, jam products. Might as well, right? If you guys are wondering if these products do smell, they have fragrance. The pudding pots, some of them smell like cotton candy, some of them smell like some kind of fruit. The jelly pot, this one specifically, smells like candy and cherries. Very, very nice. I like the smell a lot. We have come to the end of this episode of Lipstick Rookie. I had a lot of fun testing out all these products today with you, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. As usual, I will leave all these product links in the down bar below for you guys to check out in case you guys are interested. Please help this channel grow by subscribing and sharing this video with your friends and family. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time, but until then, be safe, stay hydrated, and most importantly, be gentle with yourself. I mean it. 안녕, 잘 가. Come back for more. 주세요, 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 주세요. Roar.